What's going on, guys? It's House of Chain here. I'm back again with another live stream. More so random one. Basically waiting until the wife gets home and gonna take care of some things while I do all that. But nonetheless, um, I haven't finished it, but I did see who was it? Arthur. Arthur went live. I know. Shocking, right? I know. And he talked about rainbows and kittens. No. He didn't go that far. No, from no, just the same old spiel with him, where he was saying, well, like, everybody come find me, but I'll call the cops on you. Like, seriously. And so he's gone on that. And what else was he spewing? He was spewing something about he's like, oh well, I got your address, Chayton, so I will get the law on you. I know he's stupid. I know he's retarded. I know all this. Like, we know this. This is nothing new. And and he's still bothered by what happened last year, but I'm like thinking, how long has it been? What's it been? What? September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 7 months. 7 months and he's not done a damn thing. Apparently, he said he got my address, which I'm not surprised, especially if who he is still buddies with. I wouldn't be surprised. But that doesn't bother me. That doesn't surprise me. Again, what is he gonna do? Like, what is he gonna do? What amazes me is that how much he has devolved. Let's see who's what's up, Blood Knight? How you doing, man? No, I'm just chilling, just chilling. How much he's devolved in the last 7 months. Like, we already knew he was a fucking moron and a fucking imbecile already, but he has completely and utterly devolved into just nothing. It's the same stuff. I used to like. There were times where I'm like, okay, why are you going after this guy, Arthur? Why are you going after that guy, right? But it's the same stuff. It's entertaining. Don't get me wrong. Excuse me. Listening to him bitch for 30 minutes or whatever. Like, and I know he's stupid. I know he doesn't realize the fact that he could try to say, well, let me go look up how long it'll get you for doxing. Well, to be fair, let's see. Let's let's play a let's see. Let's play a game here. For all right. All right, so let's play a game here. So Arthur did some research saying, "Oh, how long you get for Doctor?" Okay, so let's play a game. If I wanted to press charges, I'm not. But let's just play devil's advocate for a moment. How long would it take, or what would be the penalties for me if I wanted to press charge for all the times he threatened to kill me? Let's look at that. Let's look at that. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. Let's see. Federal charges: transmitting a threat to injure another person across state lines, which includes almost all internet activity, carries a maximum of 5 years in federal prison. And then let's see. Threats against federal, of course, all that. True threat standard. Now let's look up Texas. Let's look that up real quick. Now, see, in my state's not as sane. Like he could get like up to a let's see. He could get up to 180 days in jail. So that ain't much. Now let's look up Nevada. Ooh. What do you know? Let me make that screen bigger for y'all. So in Nevada, making a threat to kill someone on a platform like YouTube can lead to prison sentences ranging from 6 months in jail to 20 years. Terroristic threat. If a threat is made to cause widespread panic and harm the general public. Category B felony, 2 to 20 years in state prison. Fine up to $5,000. If a threat to kill is made online and cause the victim to fear substantial bodily harm, it can escalate from misdemeanor to a felony. Class C felony, 1 to 5 years in prison. Which would mean, what would it be? Yeah, if I did right now, if everything went through right away, which it wouldn't. The laws and the courts are fucking abysmal with that. But let's just play like he wouldn't get out if he got the maximum 5-year sentence. He would not get out until fucking 2031, I believe. Yes? Yes. See, I was just making sure my math would be mathing. Now, he thinks stalking on public platform. But anyway, if the threat is part of a course of conduct, repeated actions that makes a person fear for their life or safety. Now, see this one also because he's made it multiple times. 2 to 15 years in prison. Let me highlight that for you. 2 to 15 years in prison in Nevada. In Nevada. In Nevada. So, Arthur, you are very, very lucky. I'll put the StreamYard link up for a minute. I don't mind. Anyway, Arthur, you are very lucky that I don't take your fucking shit seriously. Number 2, that I really don't give a damn. Because I know you ain't gonna do shit anyways. You are lucky. You better thank your Hamashai, Yahshua, whatever the fuck God you worship. And that I don't fucking go to the law for you. Because you could be facing serious prison time, my friend. Well, not really my friend, but I don't want to say that because you may think there's a chance. So your little Google search and your little feel good that you did all that. What's up, Mason? How you doing? Anyway, you better thank your whatever the fuck you worship and fact that. Hey, what's up, brother? Yeah. 1 second, guys. All right. All right, man. I'll be back out soon to check some. Sorry about that, guys. I was checking my. I was talking to my neighbor real quick. We were just talking about some current events. Anyway, going back to everything, is that I was also checking, make sure if everybody was able, or if anybody tried to hop in while I was had my mic muted. Anyway, so going back to it, right? Like Arthur could do every bit of detail that he can, and it won't matter because of the fact that all of us, not just me, I don't want to take all the credit. All of us are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps ahead of him. Like at this point, and I think I told him this before I blocked him. His best course of action was just to get off the internet for a while. Because what has he accomplished? Like, come with me down memory lane. What has he accomplished? What was his goals in the last 7 months ever since all the shit hit the fan? He wanted to take all of our channels down. That hasn't worked. In fact, I may be getting monetized soon. Truth be told, this is the main reason why I'm doing this stream to add some more because I'm close. I'm close to getting to the threshold to get monetized, and well, I still got to apply for it, but still, the point is that I'm near. I'm near the finish line. So that hasn't worked. He has threatened to sue us. That hasn't happened. He has threatened to call the cops on us. That hasn't happened. He's threatened to beat us up. That hasn't happened, of course. He threatened to beat up Sloppy. That hasn't happened. He threatened to kill all of us. That hasn't happened, if I already didn't say that already. What else has he said he was going to do? I think he said something about he was going to hang out with rich people, which I think a month has passed and he's still not hanging out with rich people. And what was it? Something else he said? He said, "Oh, if you want to be rich, you gotta have multiple things coming into your bank account, or you could work one job and get a good amount of money every week or every 2 weeks. So, or be paid salary." And Arthur, I'm sure you do not get paid salary. I don't even know if you know what that means. So, in the last 7 months, he has basically not done anything he set out he was going to do. Now, let's look at me, for example. In the last 7 months, I made a goal to put to rest unnecessary feuds with people. I did that. I went into a battle of attrition with somebody to the point where one of the goals potentially was them to be off of YouTube. That was met. I wanted to hit 1,000 subscribers this year. That has been met. Hell, this wasn't even the goal at the beginning, but the potential of getting monetized. I am at the threshold of potentially getting monetized. That's going to be another goal met. What else? What else is there? What else have I done? What else have I said? Now let's go with the Arthur situation. The only thing that everybody has failed to do is get Arthur off of YouTube and get Arthur off the internet permanently. That is a goal that nobody has done. Now, has it been made to where Arthur has nowhere to go except the what did Sloppy call it? The Predvengers? That's the closest Arthur's gotten to any unity with people. but basically Arthur being isolated and everybody leaving him. That has been made a thing. All of this, all the goals, there's only one goal that hasn't been met. But every goal that I have made and every goal that has been made regarding Arthur, not just by me but by others, has been met, except for one. So, of course, Arthur's pissed. Of course, Arthur is upset. Of course, Arthur is sad. If he wasn't so bothered by everything, he would not be making stream after stream or short after short. Roar made one little appearance on Mr. Money stream, and what did Arthur do? Make 3 fucking parts of a fucking message 2 in shorts. So, you could clearly tell who is really against Arthur at the moment, or or not that, but who's gotten under whose skin. We've all gotten under, I shouldn't say skin, more scales. We've gotten under Arthur's scales, if you will. And that's the thing. It's the fact that Arthur, shit. Let's look at it this way. Arthur's not even really that relevant anymore. Well, somewhat. I'm talking about him, and not a lot of people are watching. Back in the day, or like a few weeks ago, Arthur was the talk of the town. That should also tell you something. Let me actually, I will actually share this to people, just so people can watch if they want to. Give me a second. Share it there, and share it on Discord. Yeah, I'll put it there. And there too. All right. Just so that way people can see it. Now, I've also seen what, who is it? Fucking, I also saw that Lollyboy has been fucking bitching as well. So, I'll have him catch a stray too. Let's see. This is from Daniel Rolfe's Facebook. It's not surprising. Oh wait, it's about Chris Hansen. Okay. He said this a day ago. I've never used my disability as an excuse. I want to see the proof that I did. Well, just constantly bringing up you're using it as an excuse. I've never used it as an excuse because I want to be treated like everyone else. Well, you're not like everyone else, Daniel. You're a fucking retard. So to these people making assumptions about me using my autism as an excuse, I implore you to go KYS. You should know what that means. And get run over by ongoing traffic. Like go play in traffic blindfolded. So that was a day ago. Also a day ago, he said, and I quote, this gets very racist. Dragon, which is funny. I don't even like. It's always a funny scene. Some of these people don't even mention these fools, and yet they catch strays. So, allow me to throw a stray back his way. Dragon looks like a Chinese bootleg version of Mr. Washi Washi from Family Guy. Like, no joke. Take your egg roll looking ass back to the dry cleaners or sushi restaurants. You low budget Liu Kang or low budget Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat and make that egg roll Fu Young and make me some tofu like Poe's adopted father from Kung Fu Panda at the noodle shop. Again, this wise words coming from Mr. Rolf. The one thing that him and Arthur, like it makes sense why Arthur and him are so close. Because they are fucking dumbasses. Low-key racist. Well, actually, in Daniel's case, full-on racist. Let's see. They made another... Mind you, all of this was in a day. He didn't even post this. He didn't even post this fucking... Right, like, he didn't even, like, let this breathe or anything. He posted this in the same fucking day. It's great. To the people stalking and harassing and obsessing over my Facebook, is it really stalking or harassing if your Facebook's public? And Daniel, you're probably watching this too, so you could come and get the smoke if you want to, but I know you won't because you're a bitch. You can KYS. The world will be better off without you parasites. No, if we're being honest, the world will be better off without you, Daniel Rolf, but I digress. But I won't tell you the KYS. And for the last time, I'm not into lolicon. Yes, you are. If something was lolicon or depicted a child in a sexual manner, America would censor it. So basically, he's blaming America for his addiction to lolicon. Let's see. Would censor pretty much banning anime as a whole. That's a stretch, but okay. If that was ever the case, I'm sexually attracted to women under of a certain age. Yes, not children. There's nothing attractive about a child whatsoever. So anyone who's partaking or participating in this witch hunt against me or bandwagoning against me, again, you can all jump off a cliff, drink bleach, and KYS for all I care. The world will be better off with you swine vermin. Damn, he called us. Yeah, I decided to do a part 2. Dragon, I know you usually don't care, but he said Mr. Rolf said some racist shit about you again. Not the first time. Let's see. Imagine saying you don't need people or drama for clout. Okay, who cares? Let's see. Oh, that's good, Motion of Zombie. You want me to tell you? I'll repeat it. I would tell you to go back and all that, but I'll do it again. This is what Daniel Rolf said a day ago. Mind you, everything I've just read that he's said this within a day. Within the same day. He didn't even fucking give time to breathe. But he said, and I quote, Dragon looks like a Chinese bootleg version of Mr. Washy Washy from Family Guy. Like, no joke. Take your egg roll looking ass back to the dry cleaners or sushi restaurant. You low budget Liu Kang or low budget Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat and make that egg roll Fu Young and make me some tofu like Poe's adopted father from Kung Fu Panda at the noodle shop. Yeah. Yeah, and Arthur's finally gonna apparently call the law on me. He's gonna give them my address. Like, okay, you literally just give them my name, and they could probably find me from that. You don't even need my address for that, dumb fuck. Anyway, what else did he say? Let's see. He said to all my haters who stalk and harass my socials. To my haters and everyone else involved in the goose chase or witch hunt against me. Okay, he says that. He did some research on and then he was talking about that. He's racist, yeah, he's going at Eric. Which you talking about Eric Melendez, right? Like, I don't get it, right? These people have no community anymore. They have nobody. Daniel has his slave. Oh yeah, he can say whatever he wants. There's like the thing is with him is that he can say whatever he wants, and we can fucking make fun of it. What I don't get is that, and I've brought this up before. Oh yeah, nothing could top the fact. Yeah. Like, I'm not bothered by it, nor should you be. I find it more hilarious due to the fact that it's on his Facebook. That's the funniest part of this all. It's on his Facebook. It's one thing if you're talking about it to your friends privately, or telling it to your mom, or whatever. But you're putting this on Facebook publicly, I may add, where anybody can look it up. Anybody. Even a schmuck like me can look it up. And I don't know who all are friends with him. I don't think he has that public. But I don't know if, let's say, because nobody really likes his posts. I'm looking at right now, the only person that liked this post was one about Eric Melendez was Antoine. And then nobody really likes his posts. He has 138 friends. Of course, we can't see who the friends are. But nonetheless, how he has 138 is beyond me, but it is what it is. But we can't see his friends. Okay, that's fine. But my point is that what is so crazy to me. Well, first of all, he posted so because I guarantee you, out of 138 friends, and I'm being generous with this, probably only 20 of them know half of these people he's referring to. The other 110, 118, they probably don't even know who in the fuck half these people are. And all they're seeing is this guy being fucking racist as fuck. I am shocked. I am shocked, one, that there's not a mass decrease in his friend list on Facebook due to the shit he says. But that's also a poor indictment of fucking what, I guess, the people around him. That they see that. Now, I can't even say they may see it, but they don't care. But why are you even friends with him? It's interesting to me. It really is, because it's just like, I'll be honest, back in the day, I used to post shit on Facebook about certain things, whether it be YouTube-related stuff or other stuff. I don't post really anything super duper personal. I may make a little video with a joke or something with my woman or something. But outside that, that's as far as I go. I'll talk about things on here from time to time, like I talked about the car thing from a few days ago. I'll talk about that and all that, but I didn't even post on Facebook. And it's not because I'm ashamed or this, that, and the third. It's just the fact. Yeah, nobody should see. Yeah. It's kind of like he's also defending Umbrella because of what I said about him a few days ago. And I hope for Umbrella's sake he doesn't look at that as oh, I could be friends with him. Virtualization. Because that would not be good on him, especially with everything. But I get where Arthur's coming from, right? He's defending these people because he needs people. And anybody that may have an issue with me, or anybody that I may have an issue with, he looks as a friend. I wouldn't be surprised if he fucking tried to befriend the Rant and Rave crew again. But if they have any I would... I would hope, and I've criticized their intelligence in the past, if they have any fucking sense of morality and sense of fucking ideas, they would not fall for something that's stupid. But unfortunately, one of the people is very, very pro forgiving, and I could see that. If he could forgive Junko, then he would forgive Arthur. It's just a matter of when, not if. Just luckily, I'm not a C. Yeah, and I've heard that too, Adam. So apparently, from what Sloppy told me, he in high school he was hiding in the bushes trying to stare at a girl. Now he was in high school, so that's one thing I want to add. But yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But also, I think Arthur's cool with Larry the Batman fan, so that would probably be a hard sell for Umbrella to fucking be cool with him. I don't know. I really don't know, but it is what it is. But yeah, I just, well, even forgiving, like how can you forgive something that vile? I don't like, that's the one thing about like religion that I don't get, right? Like there are certain things I don't give a fuck if you're Jesus himself. There are certain things that are unforgivable. I don't give a fuck if they've atoned. I don't care. Like there's certain things. Like if ever I heard somebody even say I forgive you to Arthur, if you go on Facebook and see that I've blocked you, you know why. Because there's a certain things, in my opinion, that cannot be forgiven, no matter what. You could save a fucking baby from a burning building. I still would call you a pred. That's just how it. That's just, again, it's my opinion. My opinion is not law. My opinion ain't the end all be all. But I would say I have a pretty good track record. Yeah. Okay. Well, that, you see, your pastor's a smart one. Because that's something that I would always question. If somebody said, Arthur, so and so forgives you. I like, it's like the whole thing with Junko with that one guy who tried to befriend Junko again. I got in a lot of heat for that because I tried to back his ass. Not Junko, but the other guy. I like there are just certain people that do not deserve forgiveness or do not deserve second chances. And in Arthur's case, he's had multiple chances. So, it's like all that. But yeah. The funny thing is though, is that like I said, they all flock together, right? Yeah, Junko the Pred, yeah. They all flock together. And they all have something like, what was it? Arthur with defending John Davis. Fucking Daniel for fucking with the lolicon. Antoine for thinking an underage girl was fine as hell when he was looking. They tried to say it was the news girl or whatever the fuck. Junko, we all know that. All these fuckers have something in common. John Davis. Chloe Esther. Yeah, John, yeah. And they're also very homophobic, I've also noticed. Like, especially like a Daniel or Antoine or Junko. But they all flock together because that's all they have. I always bring this up. And this was even before the lolicon bullshit. Daniel had everything like 5 years ago. He had friends. He had a girlfriend. He had endless places where he could go on and shoot the shit. And now he has nothing. he could say it was because him and Antoine stood up for what's right. No, they got chased the fuck off of YouTube. Every time that Daniel has tried to come back, he comes back for a little bit, he gets ridiculed, mocked, and then he gets chased off again. YouTube is not his home anymore. That's why he's on Facebook, because that's the only place he can go where he has some type of control. Even though, again, I don't understand why he makes all his shit public. Because anybody can see it. Anybody can look at it. Again, I'm not fucking. So the pattern is racism, racist, homophobic, loves her. Yeah, that's basically the pattern for the most part. They're fucking retarded. That's another one. Like, let's see. Arthur has a bunch of disabilities. We all know this. Daniel has the worst case of autism. Antoine has a fucking, first he has a speech impediment. And he definitely is autistic as fuck. Junko, I'm sure, was autistic as well. Who else? That Chloe Esther guy's definitely got problems. Eric Melendez, well, Eric's not with them, but still, he's got problems. Who else? John Davis is an alcoholic. If one day we throw Umbrella in that category, he'll fit right in because he's autistic as fuck. And to the people who have functioning autism and use it or autism, don't use it as an excuse. This is not an attack on you. Don't get your panties in a bunch. It's more so the people like Arthur, Daniel, etc. Just in case any of you get a little offended by me saying all this. Not that I really care, because most of you know I will say what's on my mind. But yeah, it's fucking... It's a fucking weird thing, right? It's fucking weird. How just... It doesn't surprise me that they all buddy up with each other. Excuse me. But it's just like, what's their end game? What's Daniel's end game? Is Daniel's end game to one day come back on YouTube? Even if I know who you're referring to. I thought you were referring to Daniel first. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah. Which is funny now because he talks a lot of shit about the cousin. Trust me, whenever me and him, I'll refer to him as Bald Spot McGee. Whenever me and him had conversations, and if ever that conversation was ever brought up, which is rare, that would what do you call it? He would always bring up the fact that how much he hates the cousin, called her a cunt, all this other stuff. But I'm like thinking, you were simping for these broads and fucking cutting friendships, giving people ultimatums just because they didn't like what they had to say. Yeah. And Adam, I get that because trust me, even when me and him mended fences, I never I forgave him for his transgressions, just like he forgave me. But I never forgot, and I always had that in the back of my head in case anything ever came out. Not to use against him, but just to know that. That's why with the what happened last year, I'm not going to go into it, but you know what I'm referring to, Adam. That's why at that point we were already, the rocky road was beginning with us. And it was just the idea that he what's what I'm looking for? That that him doing that was very reminiscent of what happened prior. And it's like I said, it sucked, but again, that's like that bridge will never be rebuilt. There will never be a talk things out moment. I even tried to extend an olive branch to him with playing a game and being around friends, and he didn't want to do that. He left the group, which is still funny to me because he's in a group chat with me currently. But yeah, he wants nothing to do with me. Funny. The old saying is, in basically everything in life, I took his spot and made it better. So anyway, that's besides the point. We sidetracked for a little bit. But I do get what you mean because yeah, like what you say regarding that? It says I know I shouldn't hold on to that, but that did damage my trust in him. Thank you, Leon. And you're not wrong for holding that, Adam, because I always say trust is very hard to get back. You and I, for example, have had issues in the past. We've talked shit. We've said some horrible shit to each other. But we've rebuilt the trust. We're friendly with you. Like we're cool. We're whatever. And you're also not afraid to speak your mind if you feel like I'm in the wrong in some cases, and vice versa on the other side. You're not like an ass kisser. You don't kiss one ass and not the other. You're fucking fair. So that I don't feel like you're wrong for holding that. Trust me, I've been there. Sometimes it's hard to let go. When trust is damaged, it is very hard to get that back under any circumstances. Hell, take me for example. When Kyle was still here, me and Trey had issues. We had back and forth, whatever, and now we're mutual. Yeah. And even with Leon, I fucking with me and him when we were going at. I was trying to be patient, and then it just got to a point where I had to force my hand. But the main thing that got me it wasn't just the Kyle thing that kind of got it was the fact that he owned up and he apologized and he hasn't made. As far as I know, he hasn't made the fucking same mistakes again. So with Leon, that's what kind of got that's how we got over that hump, if you will. Excuse me, I'm still dealing with allergies. But going back to it, right? I was talking about what is Daniel's end game? Is his end game wanting all of us to die? With his health issues, he's especially with how much weight he's gained. I will be shocked if he gets to 30 or 40 years old. I don't even know. How old is he now? I don't even know anymore. He acts like a 5-year-old, but So I don't think that's going to be a thing. Is his goal to get us off of YouTube? Does he really think that that's going to allow him to come back and pretend everything is hunky-dory with everybody and try to start anew? Just because if we go off of YouTube does not mean we forget. And does not mean that we can't still pop into a StreamYard and say, hey, you're letting a pred in here. So is that the thing? That's the curious nature of him, right? What is his end game? What does he want? Because if that's one of the things he wants, or those are the things he wants, he's not gonna get what he wants. It's not gonna be like Batista when he yelled, "Give me what I want." He's not gonna get what he wants. It's just how it is. Daniel has never recovered, and he will never recover from this. Yeah, that is Daniel. Actually, let me see if I can show you. Let me see if I can show you real quick. Give me a second. Hell yeah, ITB looking what's the word? Got that swagger going. Sorry, I see ITB on Facebook. Anyway. All right. So let's see. Okay. Let's find his thing real quick. So that way we can look. I might as well show you his stuff real quick while we're at it. Why not, right? Yeah, Arthur at it again, but also Daniel. But let's look. Here we go. All right, let's see. Wrong one. There we go. All right. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so this is the post I was reading. So 220 yesterday, 211, 207, and then he went on a tangent at like 2 in the morning. Yet he bitched about me being live at like 3 a.m. and stuff like that. That's funny to me. Let's see. Okay, here it is. Yeah, look at this fuck.
What is up, folks? This is Daniel Roth back here with another video, and today I'm going to address fucking Arthur. So Arthur made a video or a live stream a few minutes ago, and it's not
better view.
Any voice. That's the kind of person turned on you because doing that's fine, but
I don't get why. Like again, he looks so. I don't know. Yeah, he has. See, okay, I don't get this, right? I'll turn the camera on for a moment. Hopefully y'all can. Oh, let me turn the camera. Okay, there we go. I don't get this, right? Why, when you do a stream, right, or video, why does he always look up? Like, oh, guys, this is Hiroshimaru here talking about Chayton again for the 1800th time, and yeah, I want him to KYS. Yeah. I'm squinting also. So why does that? I don't get it. Like we know you're fucking stupid, but come on now. This is like fucking even beyond fucking stupid. But yeah, like you just look at him and all that. Like who does he look like? Yeah, he's always looking at the sky. You know, maybe that's where he wants to go. I don't know. Hopefully, you don't see any boogies because you know it could be Arthur. But at least with me, I'm fucking have allergies. But still, but yeah, I just don't. I don't get it. I really don't. Yeah, it has. Let me see if there's any like. I don't think there's any new photos of him. This was the last one he posted of himself. Yeah. Can I see who hearted it? Some bitch named Julia. I don't know who that is. But yeah, just like look at that. Like, how is any respectable woman going to fucking want to tap that? I don't even think a hooker would fucking touch that. Yeah, Darkman, I agree with you. By the way, the StreamYard link's up if anybody wants to see, anybody wants to come in. I could pin it. I don't know how long I'm gonna be live for, but just in case anybody wants to come in, they don't have to. As I've proven, I could hold a stream without needing all these people in. But I'll pin it just in case people wanna pop in. Give me a second. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. All right, I'll stop blinding you guys by this ugly picture. But yeah, that's literally what he fucking looks like. And well, ironically, Leon, I might as well show you this. See, but is that really true though? Besides, what respectable girl would want to fucking what do you call it? Would fucking want a dude that has a bunch of dudes on there fucking on it on the Facebook. Look at this shit. We all know this. This is nothing new, but just like there's you, Leon. There's you, Roar. Roar. I always laugh as well. He always says that Antoine doesn't get involved in shit. But if you look, he does like to put Antoine in his stuff. So, you know. But yeah. But yeah, like that's the thing with these people, right? They all yeah. I didn't even know what video that was from. But hey. But I think we talked about it earlier, but I heard Leon, I gotta ask you. It's just an honest opinion. I mentioned Umbrella earlier, and I talked about him in the stream about the new guard nowadays. You're an OG, you know, like even though you've been around longer than I have, but I'm almost at the 10-year mark. I consider myself an OG at this point. I gotta ask you, what's your thoughts on Umbrella calling himself the Crow Templar Defender? Is it kind of creepy? Is it kind of cringe? Me personally, I think it is. It would be like if he called himself the House of Chayton Defender. One, I don't need anybody defending my ass, but two, I just think that's creepy as fuck. But I just want your thoughts on it. No, like I've always said like my issue with Umbrella is he's a cringe kiss ass. But I just think that's kind of creepy. Let's see. Daniel B. Daniel B. A cringe kiss ass. Well, that's true too. Yeah. But yeah, let me know about that, Leon. I'm just curious to hear your thoughts. What's my message? I'm outside, so just FYI on that. All right, my woman is on her way back home, so we are going. So I'll probably when I end the stream, but anyway. Let's see. Daniel belongs in prison. Yeah, I don't blame. Yeah, I don't disagree. Let's see. I could care less at this point. Change up every now and then. Had it back in my heyday, I would take a had it back in my heyday, I would take offense. I get you on that. I get you on that. I'm just looking at my notifications real quick. No, I get that. I just wanted your thoughts on it, because like me myself and then again it's not. Did you do a part one as well? No, it was just a part one that Arthur did, or part two. But let's see. I'm looking at look at my channel real quick regarding some things. Let's see. Oh, there's a leak of Resident Evil Zero. Interesting. But yeah, it's just something that is funny to me. Loser is one of those turds that refuse to be flushed on toilet. Yep, you're correct there. Dark Matt, you've been very supportive of the channel as of late. You know what? I'm gonna give you mod. I usually don't deal with trolls, so sometimes I don't feel like I need too many mods, but you know, I don't mind giving it to those who have been very supportive of the channel. It's just a sign of appreciation that I appreciate the time and time you give to the channel and shit. Let's see. But yeah, I also got to schedule. I gotta make the thumbnail for the Wrestling with the Devil next week. Let me actually go to my go to White, because I need to fucking where is it? I need to look up WrestleMania 42 logo. There we go. So I got that because I'm gonna use that for the thumbnail for next week's episode, and go to so I could make it transparent. Too bad I can't do all this on the computer, because then I would show you what all I do whenever I make these how I make a lot of my shit. But let's see, layers. Take away the background, done, and export. Yeah, I get most of my logos done pretty quickly, so it's not like anything. Let's see. Yeah, no problem, Dark Matt. Let's see. Now let me go to where do I want to go now? YT create, and let me go to that, and let me go to overlay. Let me go to this. All right, let's see. Okay, so hello. Let's see. I may actually rename or do stuff with the font. That way I can actually do that. Give me a second. There we go. So yeah, I'll probably be ending this in just a moment, because I've said everything I need to say, really. Using this font. Okay. But yeah, so give me a second. I'm gonna check something real quick. All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay, so there's that. Just come home from work. Oh, that's cool, Dark Matt. Huh. That's funny. I put see it didn't spell it correctly. Huh. Just with the word Fallout. Is that so difficult? You're supposed to be smarter than us humans, right? I'm using Google Gemini to create a similar font to fit with the WrestleMania thing for the logo for next week. All right, we'll see if that'll fix it for me. But yeah, that's really about it. Again, one of the reasons why did this stream primarily is to stretch out my time. Also to get to try to get to the threshold. Then we'll see where we go from there. So we'll see. All right. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. There we go. There we go. Now I can go and make that transparent and go from there. All right. Let's see. All right. There we go. I like that. I think y'all will like the thumbnail. Let's see. Yeah. I started doing that for specific things, like for like I think some of the Resident Evil stuff I have planned. That's also something else. Okay, so now I can use that. Let me go back. Let me go to this, and let me use that. Let me make that a little bit smaller. And let me. All right. Let's see. Okay, that works. That works. And then I could put my logo in the background as well. Do I have it in here? No, I do not. I need the logo. My main logo, if you will. I appreciate all of you for still listening in while I'm just kind of bullshitting right now. I do appreciate it. You have no idea. Where is my logo? There it is. All right, so save that, and then we go from there to these. No. All right. Ah, fuck. Ah, that's why. Okay, I was like, what? All right. Fuck. Okay, where do I go now? Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. That looks a lot better. All right, there we go. Now let me stretch that out real quick. Arthur gonna have, if he actually does, I do know he was why does that look smaller? I'm gonna, there we go. All right, so I like that. I like that. Looks good. All right. So maximize it to 4K so that way it looks good in the background. And that way I can schedule it while I finish up. All right. Let's see. All right. Do I like that one or do I like that one better? I think I like that one better. Yeah, I like that one better. Okay, so that way I could also schedule the stream for next Monday. That way that's all set up. Wrestling with the Devil. WrestleMania 42 Fallout. I could do that before I go to work on Monday. Because if I do it for an hour, that'll be okay. Because then I can let's see. Monday, so that'll be the 20th of April. So I'll put a description later. Fuck, I forgot to add the thumbnail. Oh well, let me do it right now. I'm like, I like the thumbnail. All right, there we go. All right, guys. That is scheduled and ready to go for... Damn it! I forgot these fucking... Sometimes these fucking... They want me to have it fucking... Not at 4K. StreamYard can't handle that, or YouTube, whichever one. All right, let's see. Let's see. All right, let me go back. Let me see if this works. Okay, everything's set up for next week. And there we go. Let's see. Oh, wrong stream. There we go. That's all set up and ready to go. It looks a little blurry though. It doesn't look as crisp. It looks good on there, so okay. Anyway, I'm going to get going, guys. I feel like I've said everything I need to say. I guess my advice to Arthur and all that is, well, I can't really give you any advice because, well, you fucking are still going to do what you do, you know, so it's at this point I can't really, there ain't much else I can say. And same with Daniel, you know, everything, like, he's gonna still be the same person he's been. So, but I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna play some games. I'm gonna relax, and yeah, that's really about it. Grab something to eat with the missus. We're gonna save the home cooking for tomorrow. So, yeah. So y'all take care. I will see you all. It was funny. Also, I was planning on cleaning today, but luckily, last night I did a lot of cleaning, so I'm proud of myself. Allergies and all. And nonetheless, y'all take care, guys. I will see you all next time. And until then, ta-ta for now. Thank you to everybody for watching. For the house always wins.